Welcome back to part 7. Thought I'd give you a view of the front. And whoa, sorry about that. Now, I have a surprise. I've actually done the remote control. It is all fitted and works. So I'll give you a quick demo. So give me a minute. Okay, let's turn her on. Red light on. Power on. Whoa! Power there. Now we've got the steering. Oh, you can't see that. Now with the steering, I do have extra steering if I want it. It's like a two-way steering. So it's going to work well, and the power of the motor, now obviously you guys can't see it turning, but it's got some power if I want it. Full forward and reverse. So that's that. Turn it off. The only thing I need for it is the propeller. That'll be on order next week. And then I'll actually do a water test. Now, the amount of weight that I had to add to this is quite immense. I mean, there's a big solid bar there. That's 18mm bar. There's another 18mm bar at the front, and it's just below the waterline, so it actually probably needs a little bit more weight. So we'll see how that goes, but I was testing it in the bathtub for the water level, and it was a bit hard to see how much, so I'm actually needed to bring it to a pond or somewhere where I can actually get eye level to it and see how much extra weight I do need. But so we're going with the build now. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. I've done the cover for this. I've put the front parts on, and it does fit. I can do it for me now rather nicely. So second it, 1, 2. Like I said, it fits nicely. Now the only thing I'm going to have to do is these holes here I was going to use as pegs that originally were there to locate, but it wasn't going in properly, so I'm going to have to bog them up and be very careful with it. Yeah, those parts there, those 4 holes, I'm going to have to bog them up and do it in such a manner that I don't have to repaint or do anything like that. So I might have to try get, oh, I can get in from it. Maybe put some tape over the top and just put some bog in from underneath, and put some of that finishing stuff over the top. Then it's a matter of I was going to put just a magnet there and in there, but now I find that I'm going to probably put a magnet there, there and there to make sure that these parts here securely stay down. So I think with that, that's about it for now. We'll start with the build of the conning tower, and we'll show you some stuff about that. There we go. I did paint, or should I say ink, in all the portholes, which really made a big difference. As you can see, didn't take very long, but had to be ever so careful. And also did a coat of matte varnish clear, Tamiya one. Applied that this morning. It's been about 2 hours, so I should be able to put the decals of Dunkerque on the back of there sometime soon, and give it another coat of clear to seal in the decals. But yeah, that's about it so far. I'm really happy with the way the engine and everything has fitted in. So like I said, we'll start with the conning tower now, and with the LEDs. Okay, now I bought the LEDs. I showed you them the other day. Oh, they're my resistors for the LEDs. Now, I only bought 4. Diagram that shows a 9-volt battery, which goes for 4 with a 47 ohm resistor. And I thought that's all I needed, which is basically correct. Now, according to this diagram on how the front conning tower goes, it comes in 2 sections. Alright, so you got to imagine that that will be the top one totally, and I only need, which I'm going to have to re-drill the hole over a little bit more, right, so this will fit in better. But as you can see, oh no, that works. Anyway, that's how it goes. Now that's the top part there. Okay, so that will have one light in there, which will do the top half and the bottom half. Alright, and then this will have another light inside of this, which will be in here, right, which will light up this part of the tower and the 3 portholes at the front here. So that's 1, 2, right, and now the third one will go into here to light up, where's that? That hole there? Yeah, you see that, yeah? Now, that will light up the rear part of the superstructure, which means I have one left, which I'm thinking this goes here at the front, like so. Where is it? That part there goes like that. Nice fit. And what I'm going to do is drill that one out, drill through that. That goes in there. So drill a hole through that for the 4th LED. So basically everything at the front will be lit up, and those holes will be lit up. Yeah, those holes will be lit up, and all of those holes will be lit up. That is the theory. How it works out in practice, we don't know. But that's the way it's going to be, so we'll get on with the build. Okay, so we're at step 21. And basically I'm going to cut out all these pieces here. Get the PE out, cut them all out, and we'll get that done. And that's made. That part there I gotta make. I should have made all the lights when I was making the 8 originally, but didn't call for them. But I'm gonna have to make them now. And this bit of fun PE, which is, where is it? To fit that. I'm going to cheat a little bit, basically only because I've actually seen someone else bend it. Well, not bend it, but the finished product, and I'll be able to count off every part that he's done, use sockets, and probably what I'll do is glue that part there on first, then socket, push it around, glue that on, socket around, and then just do bit by bit. Alright, so we'll replay that. Yeah, I wasn't pointing it. What I plan on doing is, I've seen guys, what they do is they use white glue, and they put it there. Alright, they put some glue on, let it dry, and then manipulate that with a socket or a dowel, whatever. Alright, let that dry, bend it round, and each time just glue it with white glue. Alright, and when it's all done, dunk it in some water, the white glue dissolves, and you're able to paint that part whatever colour you want, paint the railing, and then plonk it back on. So that's what I'm going to attempt. I don't know if I'm going to try doing it in front of you guys. Murphy's Law 109, one would have a laugh. If all else fails, do it off the camera. Alright, so it's probably why you've seen me do this a couple of times where I'm having problems, and I turn off the video camera, and then 2 seconds later it works out fine. So I'll keep with that format, but for now we'll start off with that. Well, I learned something new today too. If you tap the screen where you want to go, it focuses. Learn something new every day. I've cut out the parts for this first section, so let's put it together.
Makes you 9 foot tall when you're 4'5". Pep, pep. Pep, pep. Don't be a nickaroo. Get hip and follow through. And get your steady move.
Next we're going to go for these parts here, and we'll do, once they're dried, we'll do the PE. Alright, so I'll find the parts. This piece here, shape. Get some super glue out and let's glue it on. Okay, sorry guys, I forgot to press record, but those are on, and that one's a bit crooked. I have to straighten that one out a bit. Anyway, happy the way that turned out. Let's get on with the next one. Now, the next one is going to test my patience. Because apparently, not only do I have to go around this area here, but I have to go around these little parts there. So that's going to be really quite interesting. Alright, practice makes perfect. Let's give it a go. Well, I got this one on. Not as pretty as what I would have liked it to be, but yeah, multiple angles, multiple this, multiple that. I'm just learning this stuff. Wish almost like they'd given me tickets of P, one to practice on and one to actually put on. But you don't get that luxury, so we'll just have to, once it's dried on there, just to manipulate the corners a little bit better. But I don't know, this piece is supposed to go on top here, as long as that goes on there, which it does. Yep, I'm happy. Yep, that's going to work out just fine. Cool. Alright. Let that glue. Then I've got other little fences to go along the edge here. Another one there, on that edge there. So but I'm going to let this dry. Because even the little aerial things aren't quite dry enough. I had to put some more glue on them. So I'll let that dry. See you in an hour or so. Alright guys. I hadn't realised, but I'd forgotten to do these ones and that one. So I sort of went back, and when I looked at it, what I had to do, I thought, stuff it. So I did it off camera because it was so delicate. Now, that part there, that's how small it is, it's going to go on top of that part there. So, I don't know how that, yeah, I'll get that. And then those parts there, go to that part there, which sits on that part there, which sits on that part there. So I've done all the railings on that. Oh, that's a little bit high on that one. I'll have to do that down. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I say fun with a lot of sarcasm. So I'm up to, well, that's all done. So all that's done. I've just got to put them together and paint them. I won't put it to that because that's already been painted and I've already done the blue on the inside, so I don't want to wreck that. So I'll paint those. Next is I've made another one of those, and which is a spotlight, and I'm about to do that part there and that part there. I'll probably do that off screen because otherwise I'm gonna have a heart attack. And then basically they all go onto that part there. Alright, now having said that, I'm going to have a little bit of a rant about Tamiya. FX83, FX83, hobby shop, store, and, whoops, crash. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, right? But I certainly can. That one's darker, and that one's, I mean, they're obvious. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I think I'm gonna have to repaint this one to match the rest of them. But it's never happened to me before, ever. Mind you, I've never had to use multiple pots of the same colour on the same job. In the past I've used cans, so this is my first real spray with an airbrush, but this is the first time that I've had this happen to me. So you can clearly see there's quite a bit of difference. But yeah, not happy. But I don't know, I think might just respray that one, I think. And the other thing is too, maybe it won't make much difference if, because basically I'm thinking about doing the same sort of camouflage on the tower as what I did on the hull. So maybe it won't matter. I mean, these were all painted at the same time, and where is it? I mean, clearly there's a difference. Painted that one the same, and when I went to touch up the hull with the new paint, let's put it down to there was damage on the hull and they used paint by brush and it's not the same colour. Not happy, but you get that. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. We'll get back to the build. Like that. So this is going to start looking really quite good. Now I think, I know that goes on top of that. That piece there over the top lines up with those little grooves. So where is it? There's the one there. Come out of your hiding. There goes. I mean, there you go. That's the difference. Look at the colour difference. That will go over the top of all that. Oops. That goes like that. So it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be all resprayed, so I guess so. And then on top of that, there's going to be an LED stuck in the bottom of that, lighting up the tower. So I guess my next step, as while everything dries, is to I'm going to have to put that on first before I can put those pieces on, because they actually go at the top here. So I guess I'm going to have to make this railing before I even attempt any of this part here. So that should be very, very interesting. Alright, well, wish me luck, because I don't think I'm going to bend that. Where is it? Can you see that yet? I don't think I'm going to bend that on the screen. I don't even know how I'm going to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, I might use some PA glue, like wood glue, and little bit by little bit work it around, wait 20 minutes, do the circles. I don't know. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But anyway, I'll take my time and I'll work it out.